Okay.
I thought this place would feel like a graveyard, but it's worse. No one's resting in peace around here.
And the place is still crawling with security. What exactly are they guarding? They haven't even started on the restoration.
Enough chatter. What am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Here we go.
What the fuck?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Torn to pieces. How did you get here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
Do your thing.
One more data relay and I'll have it. That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from D36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Got it. Get going.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back to you? Don't trust the silly dog.
So Clan Kelly was involved in the bombings.
No, the Kellys aren't in this alone. I've done enough handoffs in my day to know when I see one.
First a spider, and now Webb. What I want to know is who's doing the spinning. Could their contact be part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, we need to figure out who is controlling the spider bot.
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spider-Bot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
You what? The feds were watching this shit go down.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
And how am I supposed to see it? You have a quantum tunnel in your bag of tricks?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spider-Bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs
Teleportation.
on yours at the van's cargo?
Got it.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
Zero Day's signature.
There, hurry. We've got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
So Zero Day was using a bunch of groups to pull off the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spider-Bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spider-Bot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police were after the real bombers and kept their identity from the public. Why?
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Albion's taken over the whole station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Not a fan of cops, but I'll take them over rent-a-soldiers.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
All right, let's go.
What? Someone's hacking the door.
Is that our favorite spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider-bot from the Tone bombing site.
Don't suppose you could identify the last user?
Navigate the spider-bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
Fine, I'm on it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spider-bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected.
Too bad the guy couldn't fix it first.
That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery buck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Spider-bot doesn't move very fast.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Really? I was lucky. Oh,
Got it.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
crap.
Listen. You hear that?
Damn. Oh, that's upstairs.
Let's shut things down.
The Spider-Bot fragment you found had a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Secret location. Sounds like another breadcrumb on the trail. I say we go deeper into the woods.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Oh, that was bad. Really wish I should have just had the AR shroud. Should just...
The GPS history of the Spider-Bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Say what you want. It's a good place to avoid prying eyes.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Any way in?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, well, I think I'd rather just hack it.
Someone's built themselves an off-the-books cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
and their dedication led them straight to the Tone bombing. Question is, why?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
So Albion's working with Clan Kelly. How do the worst scum always end up in bed together?
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Not DedSec's style to sit back while people are being taken off the streets. We need to act.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Nothing to it. Hope the next thing's harder than that, or I'm gonna get bored.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
All right, Bagley. Fair enough.
Bagley's interpersonal skills take a little bit of getting used to. Good on you, kid.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
The silver lining is we know he's still in the country. No one's taking deportees from the UK. He'll be stuck somewhere in the EPC.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside. There's someone here who fancies a chat. Pushing the coordinates now. So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
We better find our contact. Albion will lay the boots on Angel when they find out he's dead set. If they aren't already.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Better be under the radar. I'm a wanted man.
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
Protect London.
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Not the first government I've seen divvy up people into legal and illegal. The center's a rat's nest, though. Body could disappear in here without a trace.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Yeah, I've dealt with Mary Kelly's kind before. Ruthless. Don't see people. Only profit.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic. There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Toss up.
Holy crap!
Clear.
Right,
Keep looking.
fan out and find the target.
Map.
Yet still looking. The sooner you give up, the easier we'll go on you. Searching the area, nothing so far. Don't see anyone.
Eyes open. Weapons ready. I know you're here somewhere.
Damn it!
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Bagley, shut the fuck up.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Good job.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
Looks like some kind of implant. We need a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
Microchipping people. That's new. So what is it for? Tracking device?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Do it. Let's see if he got away.
Fucker! Get it before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Fuckers!
That's it, Angel. Keep fighting.
Get fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Well, shit. Yeah, that about confirms the microchip isn't just some tracking device.
Somehow it activated. Angel might be alive, though. Whatever the fuck Mary Kelly's up to, he might still be alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right around the corner.
Boy. What do I do now? Oh, shit. What am I going to do?
I'll have you spitting teeth next time.
So this is where Clan Kelly brought Angel. Damn. Looks like the end of the line.
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him.
There. Did you hear that?
Let's hurry and access that network, shall we? I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
That's our move, then.
That is just vile.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Perfect.
Figures they'd want that. Oh, that was fortunate.
Then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
You sure you're all right? It looked like that guy was about to butcher you.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Hold on. You're Caitlin Lau, the cop. We found your video logs. You trying to be a hero? Take down Mary Kelly on your own?
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
I wasn't looking for you. Chasing down a contact that went missing out of the EPC. Trail led me here, to where all the other missing persons wound up.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You've been through hell. Someone from DedSec will come get you, take you somewhere you can rest. I'll keep looking for Angel, and I'll get your files back.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
You better stick around then. Looks like Mary Kelly has a lot to answer for. I'll make sure she gets her reckoning.
We'll make sure.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
World's a hard place. Always going to be someone profiting off innocent lives. And bodies. They did a number on the faces. Bagley, can you run a facial reconstruction?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
Fuck. There ain't no way we're letting the Kellys keep this up, yeah? Mary Kelly goes down for everyone she chopped up.
Really?
Again, not Angel. She thought it through. Those microchips are probably filled with some sort of toxin that induces paralysis and asphyxiation. Intubation would prolong life until surgeons get round to them.
Keeps the organs viable long enough for harvesting.
Really?
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day?
Shut your gun. You gotta grow up, I can't help it, man. The stench sticks with you, yeah? Was I last night? I chatting with this bird and she up and just left. It's like it's not too late to give up. I warned ya.
Kiss your tech goodbye.
Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
Damn. Never thought DedSec would partner up with a cop, or, well, an ex-cop even, but I'm glad. Whatever it takes to stop Mary Kelly from doing this shit to others.
Exactly. You have an organization.
Really?
I have information and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bagley, call a team meeting. We need to see what's in these files and come up with a game plan.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing.
That's it. You're going down. Beats this, you motherfucker.
Alright, I think that's as much as I can fit for this video.
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.